can see a stove here, a gas cylinder that which he could possibly use for making of the timer bombs.
On November 10, 2025, Delhi faced a night of terror after a vehicle, possibly laden with explosives, ripped through the heart of the national capital. Pakistan-based terror outfits are under deep investigative scrutiny. Rewind 24 hours from the moment of this blast. About 35 kilometers from Red Fort, the site of the attack, this home in Faridabad was where almost 350 kgs of explosives were recovered from the house of apparent doctors. Republic goes inside the Faridabad's elaborate terror godown.
We have seen that the three major cases, the three major people that have been involved in this, all three of them were doctors. This started with Adil, who was a doctor, who's a native of Anantnag, and he was arrested just a few days ago from Saharanpur in connection to the fact that he has used some posters supporting Jaish-e-Mohammed, and when he was arrested, his locker was seized from where several inflammable substances and explosives was found, and a rifle was also found. And then from there, from Adil, we went and we got information about Mohammed, and Mohammed gave us the address of this rent. Let me show you. So this was basically here. From here, you could see just the crime branch of Faridabad just left from the location, and they were very extensively carrying out investigation through this entire area, and this was completely cordoned off. We were not able to go ahead from here, and if we'll show you, we're just going to show you around that there were a lot of, you can still see there are still few crime branch people standing there at the very off end of the field, and it is very clear from the information that we have gotten is in one of these houses, Mohammed rented one of these houses just 3 months ago, and he started collecting material, the material that has now been recovered, which is more than 300 kilograms of inflammable powder. And we also got to know that earlier it was suspected that it was RDX, but then later it was clarified that there were 4 separate bags, and those 4 separate bags have 4 different inflammable powder. It was also told that there was a chemical liquid, explosive liquid, which was also recovered from here, around 5 liters of it. And Mohammed had rented one of those houses. You can see on the very off end there are still investigation going on. You cannot see the investigation on the other side of the location. Today, actually till Sunday, there was Jammu Kashmir police, around 12 or 14 cars of Jammu Kashmir police officials were here, and this recovery was made from one of these houses. And that is why how a person was able to collect more than 300 kilograms of explosives, multiple rifles, and very safely hide it in one of these houses. And even the landlord did not question him, because when Mohammed came here for the rent, he said that I'm a doctor and I'm going to be using this place for my personal belongings. So the landlord even did not care enough to check what he was actually storing, and then it was later discovered that more than 300 kgs of explosive was recovered from here. And as you said, that the doctors were being planned as the next line of leaders. The 3 doctors that have been arrested in this case since the very start, starting from Adil and then Mohammed and then the 3rd doctor, and you can see that the people, the crime branch people, asking her to stay behind as this area has been completely cordoned off for the further investigation. There are 2-3 different sections. They're asking us to stay off this land, because this again becomes crucial, very crucial for every kind of investigation, because we don't know what more could be hidden here. What is there more? What were the planning? Because this issue involves national security. There are more people involved apart from the 7 arrests that have been made, all 7 from Kashmir. The arrest, we know that this has banded from western UP to Haryana to NCR, and just one arrest from Saharanpur, as we've been talking about, Dr. Adil, that has been arrested, which led to the recovery. There were several other ingredients which were also present, including carrying watches and walkie-talkies, which are usually used in making of time bombs and IDs that we call. And the material that was recovered from here was in advanced stage. It was not just used for storage. This place, this house that Mohammed rented 3 months ago was not just used for storage. This was in active stage. This would have been used for multiple blasts, not just one blast, on multiple blasts across cities. And also the fact that this is so eerily close to the national capital, when national capital has already been under the target. There were other arrests made in a separate case just a few months ago, where the network was planning a huge blast during Diwali, and now we see that this is related to the Jaish-e-Mohammed.
A terrorist masquerading as a 35-year-old teacher at Al Fahl University of Faridabad was arrested by the Jammu and Kashmir police as the key link to the white-collar terrorist ecosystem, a fresh jihadi module that uses radicalized clean record professionals to undertake acts of terrorism.
Well, we'll show you the house from which the recovery has been made. This is the rented spot from where more than 360 kg of material, of explosive material was discovered. And we'll also show you the room. We'll show you how most of this material that was actually taken was they were trying to hide it with the hay here. You can see there's a very small room that Muzammil actually rented from the owner of this house to store all the explosive material. 3 months back, he came to this place and he said that he'll be using this room for storage of personal belongings. But then he was allegedly using this room to store more than 360 kgs of explosive rifles, AK-47 rifles. And we'll also show you the house completely, because there are several rooms in this house. This is like an independent builder house, and you can see that in some part, I think that you can see a stove here, a gas cylinder that which he could possibly use for making of the timer bombs. And then there were other from another location, more than 2,600 kilogram of explosives and other material which usually goes in the making of a timer bombs has been discovered. So there are two prime locations. One is in Faridabad Dhauja and the other one is in Faridabad Taga. This is Faridabad Dhauja, and this is exactly the same room from where the Faridabad crime branch has been since morning conducting searches in teams, and this area till now, let me tell you, till more than 5 to 10 minutes ago was completely cordoned off. We were not allowed inside, and there were extensive searches going on. But now we are showing you the exact spot from where the material, explosive material, has been seized. Let me also show you the rest of the house. Now this is where, actually this is the place from where you enter, and this is the moment you enter the Dhauja village, this is the house, and this is the first room to the right. We'll also show you the other parts of the room, and there are other families who live here. So if there are 4 rooms, the 3 other rooms are occupied by 3 different families, and the one room that we showed, that was rented by Muzammil to store the explosive material that is now said to be more than 360 kgs. We'll also take you upstairs and show you the area that was also used, because we from the far corner of the village, we were constantly showing you the team that has collected here, and they were holding some kind of meeting. There were extensive searches going on in this. This is the terrace part of the house from where 360 kgs of explosive was discovered. This is, and we can also see that there's a lot of hay involved. So it is possible that to hide even the 5 liters of the liquid explosive that was recovered from here, and 360 kgs of the flammable powder that was recovered in 8 large bags and 4 small bags, and each bag weighed somewhere around 20 kgs to 40 kgs. And it is possible that hay was used to actually hide it, to make sure that nobody actually gets it. And we'll also take you downstairs now, and we'll try to see if we can contact the families who are there around. Because as I told you, there are 4 rooms in this house, one of which was rented by Muzammil to store more than 350 kgs of explosive powder. Now this is another room. This is another room which is rented by another family here. Does this family or these people have any connection with Mujammil or even this entire network, terror network? This is still being investigated. This is one of the 4 rooms apart from the room that was actually used to. This is another of the room now. As you can see, there were families here, but they have shut the door because they don't want to be bothered with questions. The first room towards your right is the room which was used to store the explosive material, which would have been again used to make timer bombs and plan blasts all over the nation in several cities, because in several states the investigation is being carried out, including the western UP, Haryana and NCR. We'll also show you the house from outside, because this is actually a little bit in the interior when you actually enter the village. It is on the pretty interior part of the house. And the investigation goes on to where were they planning these blasts, what were the points. But we know that the terrorists have recorded videos and pictures and are sent to cross-border.
The Faridabad terror bust continues even after the Delhi terror attack at Red Fort.